Today's video is going to be an unboxing, installation, and final thoughts and reviews of this Amcrest security camera system. This is going to be my first time ever using Amcrest, so if you're interested in using their products, make sure to watch the rest of this video to find out whether or not you should buy it or not. I personally won't make a decision for you, but I will give you the facts and information and my personal final opinions on the product. But first, before I unbox it, let me read some of the facts on it. This has premium Ultra HD. It records in 5 megapixel resolution for photos and 4K video at, 20 frames per second. Okay, that's 2.7K video at 20 frames per second, which is still really good video for something that's $80. These are valued at $80. From first impressions, the reviews I read online, it seems like it's going to be a good camera. Has a wide dynamic range of up to 120 dB. Has a 2.8mm lens. It is power over Ethernet RJ45 cable. It has mobile viewing. You can view the camera from your cloud app, which they have an app for Android devices as well as Apple devices. For storage, you can use a micro SD card up to 156 gigabytes that you can put into the camera, or you can connect it to your Wi-Fi and buy the Amcrest Cloud package, which I'm not sure how much that costs, but I'm pretty sure that's fair. It is a metal housing. And yeah, let's go ahead and open it up. As soon as you open it up, you get these little things here. Invitation code to get 1 month free subscription. Okay, a little prompt saying to make sure that your firmware is updated. You can redeem their code right here to claim your free 2-year extended warranty. I'm not sure how long that's going to last. I think Amcrest is a fairly new company, but from what I can tell, they have good customer service. In fact, they actually sent me this at an $80 value for me to, test out and give my personal opinions on. And I'm going to try to keep this review as honest as possible because I don't want to mislead anybody. Here is the quick start guide. This is the main thing you want to look for a quick start, and this is the installation panel. This is just to show where to put your screws as well as the camera mounting plate. Now, it has this foam thing on top. Move that, let's try. Little RJ clamp thingies. Nice little Allen wrench, and boom, you got the little camera there. So let's take that out. Oh wow! Oh, this thing's pretty neat. Okay. Oh, this thing feels really solid. Yeah, so your Ethernet cable goes there. That powers it, so it's power over Ethernet, so that powers your camera there. And I'm assuming you connect this to a router. Alright, so now that I've done the unboxing of the camera, I am here in the area where I'm going to install it. And for the sakes of this camera review, I'm going to be using a PoE injector. Usually what you want to use is a DVR box or an NVR box, but since I'm only doing one camera, I am using this PoE injector. I've never used one before, but from what I gathered, from the information I read, this is basically your power source, obviously. You plug this into an outlet on your wall. You plug an Ethernet cord on the side that says data in. You plug one side into the PoE injector, and then you plug the other side into your router, your Wi-Fi router. Then you plug in your other Ethernet cable into where it says P plus D out. So this is your out. Your out goes to your camera, it powers the camera. And yeah, so let's go ahead and wire everything. For the purpose of this video and for the purpose of this new camera that I just got, I'm going to be using a 25-foot cable. This 25-foot cable should reach to where I want it. Basically, I'm going to want it from one side of the gym pointing at the door in case I ever get some sort of intruder coming in here, and I will be able to see them. So, let's get to wiring the system. Okay, so here I have my PoE injector, and here I have my Wi-Fi router. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a slot from my Wi-Fi router back there to plug in my Ethernet cable. And then on my PoE injector, I'm going to connect it where it says data in. Okay. Once I do that, I bring in my camera. This is just to test it out. And I connect my Ethernet cable from my PoE injector. This will be the camera cable. This is the yellow one. I go from my PoE injector to my camera, which the camera has this cable coming off of it. You just connect it there. Then you pull up your phone, go to the App Store and download Amcrest Pro. Once you have that pulled up, you go to Add Device. Then you select on the type of camera that you have. I skipped this instruction on this video because I have already done it. If you would like to know how to do it, please let me know in the comment section down below. But after you do that, you go to live view, and then you should be able to have a view of yourself on the camera. Now let's get to the actual cable installation of this video. I had to drill a hole in the wall so that I could run my cable through it. Then I used a rod to fish my cable through that hole. Whenever you do this, try to make sure not to rip up your cable, unless you have cable splicers, which I don't have any. Then I used clamps to hold the cable up in place. Here I am mounting the actual camera body. First you connect the two Ethernet cables, and then you mount the base plate onto the studs. Once I mounted the base plate using screws onto the studs, I attached the rest of my camera body. I did that by putting the camera body on and then tightening the screw with the Allen wrench provided. That's what the camera should look like. You can see I have my cables running from there through the wall into this room where I have my Wi-Fi router and my PoE switch. I'm gonna run over it one more time with you guys. You plug it in from an outlet. Okay, so it's gonna go from outlet. Cable's gonna go to PoE switch, back of it. Amcrest PoE switch. Then you have your data in and your data out. From your data in, the cable's gonna go into your Wi-Fi router. And then from the data out, the yellow cable, you're gonna run an Ethernet cable that goes all the way up, boom, boom, that way into, boom, your camera right up there. So I'm gonna go over with the features with you guys, and I'll let you know my final thoughts and opinions afterwards. Alright, so now I'm gonna sit down and open up the app and go through the basic controls. There's a lot of controls that I could go over in this video, but I'm not going to. If you'd like to go through all the controls, such as like hue, saturation, iris control, focus, stuff like that, then you can comment down below and let me know. If not, I'm just gonna go through the basic stuff. So you look for the app. It's called the Amcrest View Pro app. You open that up. Okay. I like to view my phone horizontally, so I'm going to turn my phone sideways so the screen can go full horizontal. And as you can see here, I get a full view of my gym. That's a pretty good view. It almost looks like 180 because I can see from one corner to the other. So I like that. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the light, see how it does in the dark. As you can see already, I can see myself there. And it adapts pretty well to the dark. That's pretty cool. I can almost see my abs. They felt still ripped, kind of fat right now. Anyways, turn the light back on. That's pretty cool. I see that there is a little thing on the side, on the bottom right. I'm going to turn my phone back to horizontal. You have the options down here. You have several options, so that's pretty cool. You got talk, which this camera doesn't have two-way audio, but it does have listen. So it's almost like a phone going back and forth. So I'm going to turn that off. The resolution, you can put HD or SD. I'd rather have HD. You can take a snapshot, so that's saved in my pictures. Take a recording, that's recording right there. I'm going to stop it. Mirror flip, that just means that you can turn the camera like this, or like that, or like this, or like that. I don't really care too much for these settings. Neither should you. You can turn off night vision, or you can turn it on, which is automatic. The LED, you can turn the light on, which turns on the little light. Let me show you on the camera. You have that little camera there doing a light. You can do a flash. Turns on and off. Alright, turn that off. Image, fisheye, privacy mode, auto track. Alright, I wonder if there's an alarm on this one. I'm gonna go back to live view. So yeah, overall I'm pretty satisfied with this system. Alright, so now that I'm done with the unboxing and installation of the security camera system, I'm going to give my final thoughts and opinions of it. I'm going to be very honest, I will not be biased towards any security camera company or any security camera system. Let me turn that off so you can hear me. So I'm going to give my actual thoughts and opinions. This was my first time ever dealing with Amcrest security, and I'm going to be very honest, I love the system. I'm going to name some pros and cons about the system, and I'll let you decide which system to get. But out of the systems I've installed Swan Security, Laura Security, Night Owl Security, there's another one. There's the Google security cameras, Ring, and a few others to name, but those are like probably the top ones I've installed. This is my first time dealing with Amcrest. I'm going to assume they're a newer company. I'm not very sure. I know they're based out of Houston, Texas, so they're kind of in my area. I'm from Texas, but I'm about 4 hours from Houston. But anyways, it was actually one of the customer service or one of the Amcrest representatives that reached out to me and sent me this camera, so I'm going to thank her. And I would say her name, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do that. But thank you, Amcrest, for sending me the system so I could do a review on it. Anyways, let's get to it. I like that the housing is aluminum. A lot of cameras use a polymer housing, and honestly, I'm not a fan of polymer. Polymer is really just a hard plastic, and I don't really care to deal with plastic products. I'm not biased towards plastic, I just think they're weaker than aluminum. I mean, it's plastic versus metal, so obviously I'm going to go with an aluminum housing. I like that. I like that it's a dome camera, so the dome camera is the round one. Bullet camera is looks like a bullet. I like the low light capability of it. It's, as you saw when I turned off the light, it has a pretty clear view of the room even with low light. So I like that about it. I like that it is 4K resolution. I like that it is waterproof, water resistant. I can't say water, you can't really say anything ever is waterproof. It's water resistant, so it can probably withstand like rainwater or something like that. And I would have put it outside to test that, but it's not going to rain in my area for another 3 months, and I really need to get this review out. So there's that. I like that the camera has the little flash thingy, the little flashlight, so if I ever have an intruder and I catch them on my phone, I turn on my flash, and you know, obviously if somebody's going to intrude your house, it doesn't matter if you have a system or not, but it definitely helps you whenever somebody looks up and sees a camera with a flash on it. They're going to be like, oh crap, let me turn around, they saw me, I better not steal anything. So there's that. I like that it has the listen in audio. I like that. I wish it had two-way talk like a Ring doorbell, but it has just listen in audio, so you can listen in on the audio, but you can't talk to them. I wish you could talk to them, and I think they're going to do something about that. I'm not sure yet. I like the app and the setup. The camera was really easy to set up. You literally just plug in to your Wi-Fi router, you plug in a few cables, and you're set. I like that about it. It's a really user-friendly installation. There's that. And overall, the customer service. I love the customer service. You email them about something, and they email you back within a few hours. Most of these security camera companies, you email them, and you don't hear back from them for like 2 weeks. Sometimes you never hear back. So I really like their customer service. So I'll give them some points for that. But yeah, as far as my negative criticism, I think the only thing is the app. And if there's no alarm on it, which I still need to look around and find it, if there's not an alarm, I think it should have an alarm, like a siren or something, which it may. I probably just couldn't find it. I'll have to look online or message one of the customer service representatives at Amcrest and figure out what's going on there. So that concludes the video. And I also want to give a special thank you to Amcrest for sending me this camera system. First time dealing with them, it was seamless. I loved dealing with them. The Amcrest people are really good at what they do. And I've actually had this camera in my possession now for 2 months. I've been so busy, I haven't had time to sit down and make a video. So thank you for your patience. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. If you have any feedback, comment section down below. And it'd help me a lot if you'd leave a thumbs up on this video. So thank you. And I'll catch you on the next one.